Once upon a time, in the heart of an ancient forest, there stood a tree unlike any other. It was tall and graceful, its branches swaying even when the air was still. The villagers called it the dancing tree, for on moonlit nights, when the silver light kissed its leaves, it moved, not with the wind, but with an eerie, mesmerizing rhythm of its own. Legends whispered that the tree was once a young woman, cursed by an envious sorcerer for her beauty and talent. She had danced beneath the stars, captivating all who watched, until the sorcerer, mad with jealousy, turned her into wood and root, forever bound to the earth. But the spell was imperfect, and her spirit remained longing to dance again. One autumn evening, a wandering musician named Elias arrived in the village. He had heard tales of the tree and its strange movements, but he did not fear it. Instead, he was intrigued. Armed with his violin, he ventured into the forest when the moon was high, searching for the legendary tree. When he found it, he gasped. The tree's limbs moved in slow, hypnotic waves, as though listening for music long forgotten. Elias, spellbound by the sight, lifted his violin and began to play. As the first note rang out, something extraordinary happened. The tree responded. Its branches twisted and curled in perfect harmony with the melody, its leaves shivering like the skirts of a dancer. Elias played faster, his fingers gliding over the strings, and the tree whirled in a graceful, impossible dance. The forest held its breath, the night alive with a music older than time itself. Then, with a final haunting note, Elias stopped. Silence fell. The tree stood still. But in that silence, a whisper floated through the air. A voice, soft as the rustling leaves. "Thank you." Elias stepped back, his heart pounding. He had heard the voice not with his ears, but in his mind. The tree, or the spirit within it, had spoken. That night he returned to the village, unable to shake the feeling that something had changed. When he awoke at dawn, he rushed back to the forest. But where the dancing tree had stood, there was nothing but an empty clearing, and a single set of footprints leading away, vanishing into the mist. Some say the curse had finally been broken. Others believe the tree still dances somewhere, waiting for another melody to set it free.